Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have one problem about finding the value of a. This is the sum of absolute value from x minus 1, x minus 2, absolute value of x minus 3 until the absolute value of x minus 1001. The question is, at what values of x a has the smallest value? And the second one is find the smallest values of a. So how we will do this one? Let's work together. Before we start, I kindly call for your support. Please subscribe to the channel and give me like and share the video if you like it. And let's start. Okay, so we know that if we have the absolute values of x minus k, we read that is the distance, right? The distance from x to k. So we say that's the distance. So that means if we have absolute value from x to 1 is the distance from x to 1, x minus 2 is the distance from x to 2, and so on. So then look at this one. Actually, the problem become find the distance, the sum of all the distance of x to the number from 1 to 1001. So then we got a number line. Let's say suppose we have 1 here and suppose we have 1001 over here. Between 1 and 1001 we have 1001 number, and in the between gonna be 501, right? If we have x, let's say we have x over here. If x is equal 1, for x equal 1, then the distance from 1 to 1 is 0. The distance from 1 to 2 is 1. The distance from 1 to 3 is 2, and so on. And so on until the distance of x to 1000. Then this is 999, which is here. 1000 is, this is 1000. Or the distance of x to 1001 is 1000. So the value of a will become sum of 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus until plus 1000, right? And this is a, let's say we can find another place. If we have x less than 1, let's say if we have x less than 1, suppose we have x over here, the distance even bigger, because from x to 1001 it's gonna be bigger, so not good to pick x less than 1. And similar for x greater than 1001. So then what if we pick something x between 1 and 1001? So we have, let's say, for example, if we pick x over here, let's say we have x over here, okay? For example, we have x over there, and let's say the distance, the sum of some distance from this one, let's say we have x is smaller, and then the distance gets smaller. The largest is from x to 1001, and this one is on the left side, the smallest, the largest one is here, but the smallest one is here. But none of this, none of the distance is 1000, none of the distance is 999. So that means with that observation we would see that if we have, I try this one again, so we have 1001 here, we have 1 over here, then if we have 501, if x is equal 501, then we would see the distance from 101 to 502, this one is 1. 503, this one is 2. If 503, then the distance is 1, 2, 3, this is 4. The distance here will be 3, and so on. And the largest distance from this one gonna be 500. And similar to the left side, this will be 1, right? This will be, the distance here will be 2, the distance here will be 3, and so on, and until 1 we get the distance here is 500. So actually now the sum of A will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 500, and we go both sides. From left side and the right side the distance are same, so we're gonna multiply by 2. So we multiply by 2. So this would be the smallest distance. None of this will have the distance bigger than 500, which is good. So we say this one the smallest distance. So now calculate it. This will be in last time we have, if we have the sum of first and positive integer, one plus 2 plus 3 plus n is equal n times n plus 1 over 2. So this one we sum from 1 to 500, so n is equal 500 here. So then the sum here will be 500 times 501 divided by 2 and multiply by 2. Yeah, I'm going to erase this one and I bring this down a little bit. And then 2 and 2 cancel. This will be 500 times 501. And the answer for this one is 250,500. So this is the answer to the question. So go back here, we would say here at what value is it going to be at x is equal 501, and the smallest value is a min is equal to 1,500, and this is the answer to the question. We finished the problem today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe the channel, and see you in the next video.